What is the median income test? I wish I could tell you that it was logical and that it made perfect sense, but it's not a product of logic or sense. It's a product of Congress. So, what's the big idea behind the median income test? And the idea is this: if you make more money than the average household of your same size, then you probably cannot file Chapter 7 or wipe any debt out. Now, you can still wipe debt out, but the further you are above median, the less amount of debt you're going to be able to wipe out. So it's a sliding scale. So what we want to do is we want to look at your gross income for the 6 month period prior to filing, and then we're going to compare it to the IRS averages of your household. In other words, um, if you have 6 kids, you're obviously going to be able to make more money and still pass the median income test as compared to somebody that might be making the same amount of money and only has one child. So, more kids, good. More dependents, good. What are some things that will help lower the end number on the median income test? If you have money coming out for your taxes, money coming out for health insurance, money coming out for, if you pay daycare, life insurance, all these things are deductions that we can take. And I've seen a lot of people through the years come in and meet with me and they'll say, oh, I did my online median income test myself. I went to this website and I know I can't do blah, blah, blah. And then we do the median income test with them accurately and we have a much better result. So don't do these online median income tests and just automatically assume that you don't have options. Come meet with us. It doesn't cost anything to talk to us. We can look at the paycheck stubs and maximize your deductions and see if we can make it work. Now, I will say this: 99 times out of 100, whatever result I come up with after doing your median income test is usually way better than what people are dealing with outside of bankruptcy. For example, I meet with people all the time and we'll come up with a single lump sum consolidated payment that's going to include the car payment, going to include credit cards, medical bills, everything. And then people are like, oh my gosh, it's too high. I'll never make it. I'll never survive. And then I start going through it and I'll say, well, how much have you been paying? How much is your car payment? How much have you been paying toward the credit cards? How much have you been paying toward blah, blah, blah? And usually that number is like twice as high as whatever I'm coming up with. But even in the worst case scenario, even if you completely flunk the means test and you just make so much money that we have to pay it all back at 100 cents on the dollar, in a Chapter 13 context, we don't have to pay any interest on the credit card debt. So even if we did have to pay the full balance at 100 cents on the dollar, most people I see come in and meet with me, they have like 33% interest rates on their credit cards. It gets knocked down to zero in a Chapter 13. So I would encourage you, explore your options. Don't be, intimidated by the median income test. We do have some clients that get really frustrated when we say, I got to have, the full 6 months. I know it can be tough to come up with that many paycheck stubs, but we need to know every dime of income you have received in the 6 month period prior to filing so that we can make sure we got accurate numbers so we can get this stress off of you and help you move on to a better future. If you've got any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. Thank you.